triggering emotions. Suppress desires.
Live.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Want to learn how to restart virtual machines so I don't have to sit here and do this?
Ooh.
Okay.
No.
She walked by, so I thought I'd try to enlist her help. Come here and learn how to do this. It'd be great.
Did you
Center.
expect?
Control, copy, paste, and click this button, and then turn it off. Go down this entire list and do that.
Live.
Yay.
Watch the world burn. Never turn them back on.
That's more or less what has occurred here right now. He's like, can you go through and reboot all these? I'm like, okay. I'll fucking get started on it. Just sit and do this goddamn. We're already in there. We're already doing .NET.
Live.
Just click the button, bro. You have my blessing. Don't upset anyone. It's fine. I should not be the one to come here to do this.
Did you guys also lose all your quick bars?
Is there
What?
All your
That was an English word?
what?
Was that an English word?
Quick bars. The fuck do you call them? Like
Hot bars.
hot bars. Yeah.
No, are you on the right hotbar? Hit control number 1.
What?
Hit control number 1 to make sure you're on the right hotbar.
I have control up to 9, but like all my shit has been reset. It seems.
On all control groups?
That's fucking not normal.
Well, that sucks.
What do you on your character or on your ship?
On my character.
Huh. Decoys have all been set to steering.
Fresh one.
Dr. Pepper, nectar of the gods. Now, if I ever learned to drink a fucking complete one, it'd be good. Stop wasting them so much.
Homie, you haven't been able to do that in the past 10 years.
Pretty sure it's habit at this point, and that I don't actually really enjoy drinking them or even drink much of them. But to crack one, take a sip, and stare at it blankly for the next 2 hours, that's my jam. We all have our different autism. Some people get to collect bugs, put them on pins. Some people like stamps. Each have our own kind. Fuck you. I have steel. Fine, maybe I don't. So if they start trying to target the cockpit, they should target everywhere but the cockpit. 16 decoys set to be the cockpit. So if they really start trying to get in there to get him, like, you know, maybe they'll shoot at one of these instead.
Maybe.
Or maybe they'll know it's a decoy. Maybe they'll sense his body heat, his heartbeat. T4 laser has two weapon or ammo types. It has laser and particles. We have not fired the particles yet. Turn on. Meteor's off. Made shy of just 15,000 tech from that ship so far.
Shit.
Yep. 14,000 and change. Cost 5,700 to make it. So, doing pretty good on that one. About ready to give them that ship. There's not much else that I think that needs to be done. The decoys were done, the programming for everything. I mean, like, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's good. Without going into a whole new version, converting the interior, changing out the guts, and doing the crap that I want to do to make it stronger, it's pretty much good to go. It'll do. Are you on the Condor?
I am. Did you hurt yourself on the way up?
Yeah, a little bit.
I heard that.
Program blocks are off.
They are?
Yep.
Uh,
Event controllers, anyway.
Oh. Yeah,
It's probably not used, huh?
not at the moment.
Pedestal. Thank you, Sam.
Oh. Not really. I changed some things up here. But other than that. Starting to actually make the cabin. Cockpit area.
Nice, dude.
Boy, yeah, that would be hard. Fuck up me.
I felt it in my soul. I think I owe mana on that. I was trying to get mana from this.
These two lights on the wall are actually supposed to be status lights. But they're not set up yet.
Assembly not running?
No, I need silicon.
The fuck, man? Midway's right here. Get silicone.
Yeah. Probably should, shouldn't I?
Yeah. What is this? Oh, you're using the different font.
Yeah, that's the debug font.
Debug. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
It showed up
Ferg
just a
would-
little bit better.
It does. Ferg would prefer I use it, but I like the fucking default font.
He
Monos.
programs his scripts.
I know.
So you see his.
Yeah.
So if
they're all
I
in
change it.
fucking debug monospace.
Yeah, it is a debug. Actually, is it debug that he uses, or is it monospace?
We use monospace, but
Um,
yeah, it's basically the same looking shit.
no, this font's monospace.
Ooh, did it get you too?
This one's debug.
Yeah. I like the monospace, but the debug looks better.
And this top one's supposed to be Izzy, but I haven't restarted Izzy for it to see the screen.
moving along. Very nice.
I'm just building stairwell at the moment.
I'll leave you to it.
Smoking and building stairwell. So, build, tear it apart, build it, tear it apart.
Would
Don't
you rather
mind
go to
me.
creative mode?
Oh no, we're cool. Unless you want to. I wasn't sure if you were doing things here.
I angered that ship because at this point, don't really need to have it out. I think it's done. Unless you can think of something else. I mean, I've done fucking
I
everything,
think I'm having to
dude.
cheese this anyways. I hate doing this. It just looks weird whenever you do. It's not gonna work. Where did I place?
Fuck.
Language warning.
Entschuldigung. Deacon.
Um, Entschuldigung. In Danish, it's undskyld.
Unschuld? That's close.
Yeah. Busted block window. Oh my god.
Finest in window technology.
Yeah, well, I built them like definitely in the wrong place. Did I do a hole in
Oh.
those?
Yikes. I know what you did.
Yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Oh man, I hope I didn't do that. A lot of places.
Been there.
Can't have that.
Alright. I redid the docking for Dragonfly. That's good.
My game crashed, and when I got back in, I'm stuck in the lobby.
That's weird. Like, you can't get back? It's doing that loop thing again, or what?
No, I just have to get another spawn ship to get back. But I've already got like 2 spawn ships hangered up from doing this, so.
Right.
You can always direct connect.
True. Sam
Yeah.
posted the link to
Yeah,
it.
I saw that. Get out of here. Reconnect.
I need to turn off bars for a second, dude. I'm gonna
Alright.
put them back on in a minute. I got it, but I just want to let you know I'm turning them off.
Alright. The only one I turned on was mine.
Right, I turned it off.
Alright. Sorry, I'm in a different menu.
No worries. I got it. Put it back on in a sec. This can't be right. It's so weird.
a stack. Be right back.
Roger. I've changed my mind. I'd like to go to creative.
Yeah. Okay. Let me hop in my vat of goo. Oh, stairwell came out nice.
Did you bring it?
Yeah, I'm bringing it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna work on it. I'm working on this live. I might work on
Gotcha.
it.
You can always just blueprint over top and zap with the welder.
Yeah.
Right, joining the test lab.
Test lab? Alright.
Yeah.
I have debated moving the test lab over to my other machine.
The server? Or the 6-core?
I think it's 6 core. Yeah,
Do it, dude.
the one that's water cooled and whatnot.
Do it. Not. It'll free up this one if you want to use this one for their shit.
Is the only thing this one does is my cameras. It just sits in the corner and records.
Oh, there's a limit of how many T4s you can have?
Naturally.
Oh, gee. I sure
Yeah.
hope so.
I hope there is. Have you
Good
seen
lord.
them?
Yeah, you can fucking only have 2. That ruins my idea with my ship. Fucking hell, dude. God
Whoa.
damn it.
How did I get ported in here?
I pushed you.
I kind of thought that maybe was what happened here. Honestly, because Ferg's here too. Nice, homie.
It's not air conditioned or heated or anything, but it's a box.
Are you guys in a box?
Technically, yes.
I said why.
Energy low.
Great question. This is a good box, though. Not complaining. Didn't want it to sound like I was complaining without the box, because like.
I mean, I tried it to make look like a not shit box, you know? Like I didn't throw it together in 5 minutes, but I totally did.
Nice, dude. Nice. All right.
And you just made it better. But no, the only thing I forgot to do was share the door with all.
Nice. So there was no way in hell we were getting out, basically. Nice. Just be locked
Anybody
in here.
else. Just
No
MDR
food.
faction.
No water.
No toilet.
Because this kit's
No toilet.
survived.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what? Just for Ferg.
The goo tube.
Yep.
I was setting one up.
Oh. Go ahead. So have you decided whether or not you want to open this world up yet, homie?
I don't think we need it to be opened up. Everybody has their own little realms. Server makes it available. If it was something that was a critical nature that everybody couldn't get to otherwise, I'd say yes. I don't really think we need to.
Didn't like my door? Oh.
Try not to kill Ferg.
When it's on survival, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, you put in some reactors?
Yeah.
Homie. Upside down.
Yeah, man. Okay. I can fix that easy enough.
These, last two you put in.
Yep. Okay. Easy breezy. Can you flip them?
Yep, sure can. If I press the right keys, I can sure do that.
Ship goes flying off into the darkness. There. Like, you have a bong.
Yeah.
My inner 19-year-old felt that.
So did mine.
God, it burns, but it's good. I'll take this again.
I miss that shit like every day, but I cannot start that shit up again.
Quitters never win, Loda.
Well,
No, it's understandable.
I mean, what's worse, vaping or cannabis? Not to be a devil's advocate, but
Got him.
you really want to have that discussion, dude?
Well, I mean, if you use a cannabis vaporizer like a PAX, you're only decarboxylizing the tetrahydrocannabinol. You're not burning any of the celluloid material, so you're not getting any carcinogens that normally come from that. So really, it's about as clean of smoking of anything you could possibly smoke.
On cannabis?
That way, but you have to vape cannabis through a vaporizer, so you're not burning the celluloid materials. Then you're good. That's like the best way to smoke, cannabis. Allegedly.
You ever heard of the Mighty, homie?
What's that? No.
It's a little battery operated atomizer vaporizer. Put your flower in the top, close the top, and you turn it on, preheat. You start
Yeah, it's like a-
hitting off the motherfucker and pass that motherfucker around.
It's like a PAX.
yeah, there's a lot of ways to use cannabis, but nothing quite hits like a fucking bong and some flour.
Yeah.
High five.
You would just go in that place like real quick. Fucking hell, dude.
I mean, the four elements, right? You got earth, wind, water, fire there. A bong full of water. Sucking air through it, burning earth with fire.
Yeah.
Four elements, man. It's superpowers. It's like
Why is it smoking? What is smoking on top?
me.
That's a little vent. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Zeffy's on the roof.
We're being affected by Zeph's second hand over here. Be like, dude, it's coming through the pixels. It's coming through the pixels. It's little vents that I put on the top to make it look like there's something cool happening, like it's doing a thing or something and some stuff.
Yeah, it's a very cool box.
Thank you very much.
You've brought a ton of life to my box.
This is a great place, Sam.
All I did was add a door, some windows, some walls, and a couple lights. a survival kit, and 2 batteries. You brought life.
I brought the plants. I'm a Zeph. I got us a view, some oxygen. That's good. Important things. Berg can go in the goo pod now.
When he comes on again,
Go
I'm
in
sure
the goo
he'll get
pod.
the message.
All right, we need a program block, multiple program blocks, because this is the data center for Ferg. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of these bots. Sorry, robot.
Should we actually build a data center on the back?
There you go. Ferguson's test boxes. Oh yeah, there we go. Check this shit out. Ka-ching.
Oh, they got one with a monitor on it now?
Nice, huh?
Oh, nice. Ferg will love that.
I thought so too.
Should put another program block right here.
How do I get to the cargo?
Over here. You can get to it from the survival kit.
Okay. There's some test LCDs.
Energy low.
They're good, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Being sucks.
Shame. That rotary airlock looks so horrible.
Oh god, I deleted a window.
Sure did.
Sorry, survival, Ferg.
What's horrible about the rotary airlock?
It sticks out
Oh.
from this.
It's just this setup is not good for the rotary airlock. Rotary airlock is good block. Don't get me wrong. It just is. Ooh, that looks nice. Nicely done.
Thank you, high five. What next? We have a lab. I'm pleased with the lab. You pleased with the lab? We probably need a table for lab things. It's like lab table. Duh.
Yes.
This is how we get our space weed. Can I say space weed? Or is that
Oh,
probably
yeah.
trademarked? I don't want to get loaded ban. Space weed is a licensed trademark of Alien Labs Incorporated. I'm like, damn it!
You just get slapped with the ELA.
It's random stuff in random orange boxes. You know, you walk through 1,000 places a day with random boxes, and you just never just go through them or anything. So,
Oh, homie, you have no idea.
Energy critical.
Holy shit.
see, this is how it's done, dude. You walk through.
You've got boxes on top of boxes. You could stick a box behind a box and not see it for 5 years. Oh,
Yeah. We had a power outage. Give me a second. Don't
all
panic.
the UPSs are screaming, homie.
Beep 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 beep. The data center's shitting itself right now. Okay, got us power back. This survival kit is not hooked up with this current configuration.
I mean, as long as it is powered and
There, you can spawn here.
yes.
Okay.
Do you think we should hook it up if we turn this
I
to
think-
survival?
Ferguson's Australian and he's from the land down under. So I think what we should do is flip the gravity gen so everything flips and slams us onto the ceiling.
Damn it, where did I place that?
We assumed that would happen if you came here, being from there and all.
Maybe I can do that in the settings.
I'm
Hang
a
on.
space engineer, not a physicist, damn it.
Which way does? Oh my god! So if you're in space, which way does the toilet spin?
It doesn't. That's the horror and why I'm always going on about the International Space Station's toilet. It's a compelling YouTube video I suggest anyone watch. Be like, I want to go to space. I want to go to space. I'm like, uh-huh. Let's have you watch this video. It's the instructional video on how to use the International Space Station's shitter.
Go put it over there on the sign, Australian gravity enabled.
The worst part is you share it with the Russians and the Chinese. So on Chinese food night, on Russian food night, you're like, suka pliet. And I don't know how I would get it done, dude. And then they have like bags of every possible conceivable nappy wipe there on the corner. Like, because why? Clearly, because you fucking need it. It's gonna get ugly, dude. They don't have the space sucker or 9,000 or nothing. I haven't. I'm just like disappointed in space pooping in general, and I don't recommend anyone do that. They're like, sometimes, you know, little droplets get. I'm like, no. Maybe on your space station, not on the one Johnny's designing. I got plans. It starts with a working fucking toilet.
If there is gravity, it will. And it can only be in a small space. It will be the bathroom.
For shizzle, yeah. If we have one part of the spin station that's spinning, that's the station part that spins, it will be the shitters. I guarantee you that. It'd be like, we could have been the life biostat habitat. No. What about the incubator for the children? No.
You just come stumbling through. Where were you? On the shitter too long. I got dizzy.
You got the gravity shakes. The Belta Loda.
The gravity shakes. Yeah, you're not gonna lie. I think about it too. All the downside of space, right? It's like, fuck, man.
They put a Dyson vacuum cleaner with a little shaped little majigger, and on a tube, and that's your toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Tube is now your toilet.
Nope.
Yeah.
The noises, like it. Only imagine. Just little. It's clogged up, makes that wheezing noise. I'm sorry, it was burrito night. Everything is dehydrated up here. We don't have real food. Face is gonna suck, dude.
Well, the good news is you're probably shitting like shit's the size of an M&M because you haven't eaten anything in a month. So.
Because you're off-world gravity, your body is like, what the fuck? Every aspect of your body is like, but it could go the other way because your body could get up there and you can get all adapted and be like, you know what? I don't need all this extra anything. Your body could just start shedding it out. Telling your face is gonna suck. And then apparently on the International Space Station, one of the toilet modules didn't work anymore all of a sudden. Wonder why, Steve? No, I'm just kidding. But they had to use the ones in the Russian module or whatever. Then the Russians got mad and it's like, you can't use our module or something. I don't know. International Space Station drama. It's not real. It's green screen.
I'll just poo on their floor.
Anyway. Well, we're all basically just doing this anyway, so. We could have had a cool station by now if we had just doubled down on it and actually got it done. Team America. Fuck yeah. But we were like, nah, we don't need these cool spaceships anymore. And we just put them in a museum somewhere. Get it.
Dude, I had a Lego set of that one. The spaceship.
Space shuttle?
The space shuttle, yeah.
Like,
Listen,
what I don't understand
it's. Please go ahead.
is how we like built a space station, built some big, like Canada even built like a big mechanical arm on the space station, and like we got all these astronauts going there all the time, constantly back and forth, and then all of a sudden we like, where'd all that go, and why do we have Elon Musk launching missiles into the sky now that don't work?
They decided they didn't want to do it anymore, I guess. Yeah, Canada has the best astronauts. Chris Hadfield, I think. Dude, put up there. He's G. Plays guitar. Makes us feel like Canada is safe. And that space is safe. And that everything is okay. But none of this is true. But it's okay. Because he has a nice mustache, looks like Ned Flanders, plays the guitar.
Yep.
Floats around. He's like, I'm having fun up here. I'm like, you're getting blasted by 18,000 times the radiation that I am, but you go, buddy. So anyway, it trips me out because, listen, we don't have, allegedly, any weapons defense platforms in space, allegedly. So we really, if you think about it, don't have very much to fight back against when the aliens show up. It's very disappointing. We had the space shuttles. Those had docking ports in them. That could have been retrofitted to carry like a little 6-cylinder of nukes. They just, bring them up there, let them go. They go after the mothership. We had something, at least. I know it's fucking terrible. Like in Space Engineers, it wouldn't work. In real life engineers, it probably won't work. But we had something. There was a little something. We don't have anything now, dude.
I'm determined to build spaceships, dude. That's like my space program for Zephyria is like it's in full swing, man. Like I'm just like determined.
You should have immediately found a legally binding space organization and
like
get it on paper with the government.
Dude, when I sell all my software, all my money, I'm just like all of it just straight into spaceships.
Please do. Can we make weaponized spaceships? Like, for the fucking love of God.
Of course, I'm not going to space without a gun. Who the hell would go to space without a gun?
I don't know what these people are thinking, dude. I don't know. I looked at every spaceship so far, and none of them have weapons. I was like, this is stupid. This is stupid.
You guys are
You're dumb. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know why you call that a spaceship. That's a little pod attached to a rocket.
Right, yeah, it's a missile with a fucking seat. Like,
That
No,
that's that's Dark Star.
Yeah, we did not accept the Dark Star. Dark Star is the creation that we made that crashes the server that we're not allowed to make anymore.
yeah.
That's basically what Elon Musk has done.
Yeah.
More or less. He's like,
Yeah.
here's two flying bits of lawn furniture. We're gonna see. They're lightweight, very durable. We're putting them on this. There's duct tape. Just stick them here. Oh,
And if it
yeah.
blows up, the whole world freaks out.
Well, I agree. Superior space program will be superior to Elon Musk's bullshit bottle rocket program. So what if it lands itself? Douchebag.
Mine
That's not
lands itself too.
Well, ours lands itself too. You got a fucking set of wheels.
It's good.
You know,
Mine, yeah.
utilize existing runways because we're not a bunch of dumb fucks that need to build some big launch pad with little claws, pincher claws. Fuck all that. We're just gonna land this thing on any serviceable roadway in North America. Just dirt, gravel, whatever. We built it for speed, but it'll do durability and off-road just as easily.
Oh yeah, I'm building this thing to fucking, dude. Not like no joke. I got like tetrahedrons, man.
Two racing stripes, not just one. So that if Elon goes and puts a racing stripe, it's like, we already got you B, we got two.
Okay, so got this plan.
You'll write this down. It's too good to forget.
I gotta show you. I've already started. Building it. I've already started building it. Here. Check this out. So I got these, right? This these tetrahedrons. They're spiral Ardox steel, right? They're strong as fuck. Like, this is the strongest shape in the world, right? Or in existence, actually. Can't have a stronger shape than this. And then what you do is you just take a bunch of these and you make the frame of your spaceship, right? Weld them all
I
together.
dig it.
Yeah, you like that idea?
That's-
And then like me. Okay, so me and Morgan. Yeah, me and Morgan discuss it all the time. So you can make each one of these into like little
Energy
modules.
low.
You can have like your computer tetrahedron. You can have like your whatever tetrahedron, right? You got,
Your
and then you
plug
just,
and
like-
play tetrahedron.
yeah.
Click.
You just plug and play all these tetrahedrons and modularly build your ships into whatever ships you need, right? Just like blocks, but tetrahedrons.
I like it, dude. I think
And
it
then-
needs to immediately be a thing.
So we've discussed like the skin too. It's gonna be made of like a hemp canvas, right? With Kevlar as well and carbon fiber, like a composite. But between each layer of composite, we're gonna put like concrete and lead and aluminum and all this other stuff, right, for the shielding. And it's gonna be has to be at least a foot thick, sometimes a meter in some areas where you need like critical shielding, like around sleeping areas and stuff. And then like tetrahedrons. I've got like I sit in my garage and I weld these together. I've got stacks of them, dude. I'm seriously building a spaceship. Like I'm like, yeah.
got stacks of them, dude. So awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck you, Elon. Already like 30% of the way there.
Right.
We're sneaking up quick on this bitch.
Yeah. It's well, if you think
So
about it.
when's the first launch date? Let me get this
First
in,
launch
man.
date? I don't know, man. Like I gotta. So I a while ago I was looking into some electric atmo thrusters from the U.S. Army when I had a bunch of money, and yeah, I never ended up getting them, but I've been after this for a while.
I also wish to own a spaceship. My original plan was to steal it from the aliens, as I alluded to originally.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone so well yet. I mean, still waiting
how would
around
I?
for that
That's a
that
waiting game.
abduction. Exactly,
That's a
exactly.
waiting game. I'm being
Like,
proactive.
I
here.
like to be more proactive normally. I could feel the proactive approach definitely getting there faster.
Energy critical.
Oh my god, I need to hit the bong again. Like, I can't. Like, it's too early in the morning for those kind of conversations, dude.
Stay with us. Stay with us, Loda.
Loda's
Fuck,
like,
no.
man, I gotta get on these guys' page. This sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You, homie.
Beveled the pointers.
That's what I was trying to do.
I know, I just beat you to it. So that you'd have half of it done, and you could just copy paste.
Here I
I'm
am
gonna go-
vaping, and these guys are going to space.
Exactly. You know, man, there was another startup called Rocket Lab, and I saw the guy, and he looks just like us. I mean, Elon looks like kind of like an alien. But
Yeah.
the Rocket Lab guy, he could be our neighbor. Like, he's just a normal duder. I'm like, all right, that I get behind Rocket Lab. Plus, I made like $300 on the stock. So, go Rocket Lab. If they share their technology with us, even better. They'll get the tetragrammaton to get to space faster. And I think we can get away with 22s. Even like bolt action ones, just something from a flea market or a yard
anything,
sale.
dude.
Anything, exactly. We're already ahead. Anything, we're already ahead. So I know low recoil when it's not going to kick the ship around a lot, low maintenance, and then there's no wind drag in space, so it basically effectively makes a 22 probably like a howitzer. Again, I'm not a physicist, but I think that's how it works.
I will be when this is over.
Exactly. I'm like, what do you mean Delta V?
Yeah, what do you mean Delta V? My spaceship just flies, man. It doesn't need to land.
No clue.
No clue. Never heard of Delta V. I just fly around.
You'll have to talk to Sam. He's the flight engineer. I just squeeze the button.
No, I'm kidding. I know what Delta V is, but
Backs burn.
I think they're doing it wrong, dude. So I've labeled. So I've one of the things that I don't know if anybody else has done. Like me and Morgan have been looking around to see if this has been done by anybody else, but I labeled the layers of the gravity well. So the gravity well has different layers to it, and under like most people's understanding, as far as I know, is that there's just gravity, and it starts and ends. But the way I've layered it is based on the type of thruster that will work there. So at the bottom, you've got like all your Atmo thrusters, right? There's like, and then you've got like the ion layer, and then you've got like this like hydro layer in there between the ion layer and the Atmo layer. And then outside the ion layer, you've got the gravonic layer where gravity drives and stuff work, right? So there's these different layers to gravity. It's not actually, and gravity is just all the time, everywhere. Even out in space, you're under the act of some sort of gravity by some sort of bigger thing. So there's just different thicknesses to it, like salad dressing layers.
Elon has one source of propulsion.
Yeah, he's one source of propulsion. You need all three, right? So you start up going up through the Atmo layer with Atmo thrusters. Then you go through the hydro layer with hydro thrusters. Then you go through the ionic layer with ion thrusters. See what I'm saying?
Why do I feel like the spaceship's gonna have VTech? I feel like that's what's happening here. This is NOS at AWS. I love it. I like that you have the Tetrahedrons built already. You're like on it, dude. I got it. No, what do you mean?
Dude, I've got stacks of like hundreds of them, and I've just been finding every use I can for them. I just stick them in places, use them for things, and they just sit around. And I'm waiting to build stuff out of them. So
Obviously, I think that's what we need here. More tetragraphs or tetrahedrons. Loda, what are you doing to contribute to the space program? Just asking.
Tetrahedron from Bong at the moment.
My bong is very triangular. It's a beaker.
Okay, sorry. It's still early here, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I totally think they're doing it wrong. Like it's not just my hours in Space Engineers. It's like also hours.
But it's mostly my hours in space.
But it's mostly my hours. Like that's I'd say that's where my passion for it comes from. But like when it comes to like doing like the real world side of it, I don't take that from Space Engineers. I like go out and seek out like real world knowledge on the subject, right? And
I would hope.
yeah. Like obviously like Space Engineers doesn't even have centrifugal force for like one thing. So like it's hard to do practical testing in Space Engineers, but it is definitely a fun like romance with space to play it.
Yeah, there was another game that did better with that. It had like
Are you talking about Kerbal?
I think it may be gravitational orbits. You had like OFH orbital trajectories and shit. Like it was way more. Okay.
Way more in
that's
depth, yeah.
far more. This, not so much. But that's okay. Not mad at this.
No, not mad at all. But yeah, you can't create a larger volume with less material than a tetrahedron, so it's the lightest thrust weight frame that I could come up with. Gives you the most volume in your ship with the least amount of frame structure. And
reasonable.
It's stronger than any other shape as well. You make cubes or squares or anything, even round things can be, dented in and squashed and folded. Like, I don't know, it's weird. This thing is like, it's like a dragon's tooth, dude. It'll stop a tank. And I don't think that falling from space, in a structure that is made from these, would be devastating either. Like I think you'd land like just fine inside it, Spaceship might get a little fucked up, but I think that it would actually eat the impact. To be tested, but
to be tested. To be tested later, after the first round of Series A funding, of course.
Yeah.
Good buddy.
It's alright, I got tons of programs to sell, man. I got tons of fucking software for people.
Exactly.
Got games, got tech stuff, got fucking music industry covered, like, yeah. I can write code all day long for people. They can give me all their money.
The developer stream.
We've even gone over like the weapons too, like how missiles would act and react, and the defenses and the offenses, and, like guns, lasers, everything, dude. It's crazy. We discussed the real life space thing a lot.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I just wish that there wasn't so much space in space. There's nothing out there.
Yet.
Yet, yeah.
Yeah, we just have to open our own space agency.
Yeah, we will.
Can't wait for these motherfuckers to do everything right.
True.
No, you can't. You got to do it yourself. If you
Yeah.
want it done right. I'm gonna Twitter pictures of us. Or no, it's not Twitter anymore, is it? Is it Twitter? No, it's X.
No,
or
it's
something.
Elon's thing, X.
It's Elon's thing. Okay, so I'm gonna Elon a picture of us from Mars. We'll just be all broing out on Mars, smoking weed, fucking. We'll send some pictures to Elon and be like, "Hey, buddy, I don't see you up here. Where are you?"
Beat you to it, champ. Have a
Beat you
great
to it,
weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, you were going here? Bro. If we had known, I mean, we would have like probably asked you to go maybe. I don't know. It would have been up to Tanner. Anyway, have a great weekend. This is bro him as bad as he could be broed. Bro, you should have said something. I didn't know you like space and Mars. That's crazy.
That's
This whole
crazy.
time? We could have been talking about this. Anyway, we'll chat when I get back. Bring us some Mars dirt. Dude, we should put together a Photoshop and just meme him. just a fakey ass picture of Mars. Just to troll him, like, hey bro, it's weather's nice here. We found part of this rim of 76 degrees Fahrenheit. It's great.
Dude, we could go down to the fucking Badlands
Yeah.
there.
Like, why don't you have helmets on? Nah, dude, turns out there's plenty of air. I think they've been lying this whole time.
Yeah.
And it's filled with THC, so we are having like fucking.
We're having the greatest time.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Space is full of air.
Could you imagine if the atmosphere was actually full of THC? And like they just didn't know because they haven't actually checked yet. They just never crossed
The
their mind.
sensors were never set for that.
Right, the sensors were never sent to see if it was there. And you get there, you're just high as fuck. What's going on, man? I don't know, man. The air here is good.
No idea
No idea.
what happened on Mars. Huge party. Lots of people.
Yeah. For some reason, Elon couldn't make it. The whole world was there.
Whole world was there but you, buddy.
How much?
I'm telling you.
How much of the front of the T4 lasers can I cover up?
Just the corners.
I've done this, yeah, the side corners of it. Just the leading edge.
Just with a slope.
Sure, there's a lot of things you can put in front of it. Yeah. Whatever you like to look
Yeah.
at. Like.
Because like it seems like you could actually add half blocks to it, to be honest.
Yeah, you could. Just gonna every degree of angle that you have, you to some degree
Energy
cut off
low.
the angle that this thing can hit. So if like you bet them further back, the angle of shit they can hit is far less. So you want as little in front of them as possible, and yeah, make it like you know those archers things that they sit in the old-timey forts and whatnot, where you can look out, and as you look, the rampart as you look left and right gets. Anyway, yeah, don't fuck up your view too bad, because these things move. They'll follow and track, and they're all too happy to shoot your ship.
Lasers don't care.
They do not seem to care anyway at all.
So, if you just take like, you know, like those old pirate telescopes that like extend and then you like look really far at them, right?
Yep.
What if you just take one of those, turn it backwards, and shine a flashlight through it? Is that a laser?
Sounds like a
Focus.
flat Earth experiment.
Flat Earth experiment.
let's
No, it actually
let's take
laser.
a flashlight bought on Timu and like stick it on like a magnifying glass and then let's go.
Yeah, because it would focus the light into a really fine point, right?
There's some truth to that, dude. One time I used a sniper scope to look at the moon, and I don't recommend that.
Yeah, it's very bright. You would blind yourself.
It's
Yeah.
hella fucking bright. I had to wear sunglasses at night, like that one song.
Yeah. For sure.
So those pirate things
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be used to focus light at your eyeball.
I didn't say to look through it. I just said to use it as a laser.
Just burn a hole in the back of your head, screaming. Oh, good shit.
Energy
Well,
critical.
most of the stuff I wanted to do on this ship, I just did. See if I can find that stupid piece that's missing or whatever the hell.
Maybe Blackbeard was actually using a laser gun and nobody knew it. He was just out there sinking ships, shining a flashlight through his telescope at the side of the other ships and burning little holes in them. Watching them sink and then going over there and raiding them.
What in the happened here? Sam's server crashed.
Motherfucker. What'd you do to it, homie?
I don't know.
Or did it have a restart? Did we both miss it?
I don't know.
wasn't doing anything that would cause a crash, so.
Base engineers.
Divide integer 0 by integer 0.
Damn it, homie. We talked about this.
Oh no. To cut all the costs of our space program for Siberia, we're gonna use weather balloons to carry our shit up to 100,000 feet before we ever fire a fucking rocket booster. That first 100,000 feet, like 10 miles, is free. Free. The cost of a balloon and some helium, dude. Done. Done. If they can
How
carry,
many
if we can,
balloons?
like at least 3 or 4, I don't know. If we buy them in bulk, we might get a cheap discount. But I just know that enough of them, Sam, will go to space like that guy did from Red Bull. Except for we're not going to jump, like we're going to use our rocket when we get up there, and then all the first 100,000 feet are completely fucking gone, and we just yeet into space with like effortless amounts of fuel. Because Furia's rocket systems, ecologically friendly. Elon Musk's take up a shit ton of gas and leave a carbon footprint and scare everyone half to death when they take off. Not us. We let the balloon take it up to space, halfway to space anyway, and then we yeet the rocket boosters when we're up there.
Remember that coffee table reactor you were talking about?
Yep.
We might need one of those.
Yeah, exactly. This may be fun. They're like, no, we're not gonna sell you a reactor. Fine, fuck you. I'll build it myself. You slam the door. They're like, sir, this is a Denny's.
Oh my god.
They should have sold it to us right in the beginning. Would have made it easy on everyone. Here we are, though.
Alright, who took my lighter?
I have 2 letters, you can have one.
Jeff Bezos is gonna be bummed the next time he's up in his Blue Origin, and they're like, "Oh, we just got to space. We got 3 minutes, and then we're gonna come back down." And we're doing donuts around his spaceship, literally. Doing Brody. Space Brodies.
It's
Fuck you.
some big warship. We're just fucking zipping around. I'm like, hey buddy, how's it going? What you doing up here?
Tetrahedron. You guys don't have a tetrahedron? Shit, I thought Amazon had everything. Let us know when you sort this out. I was doing a very important space thing, Sam, before all this happened.
I was too.
Gonna have to. Go and check out some stuff in F8 mode.
I was
What
not
we need to
pleased
do-
by this.
We need to get the stoners on this. So we have to like grow like a shit ton of weed and offer it to the person who comes up with the best toilet.
We're eliciting assistance from the others. Gentlemen, we have a problem.
We need to recruit the aliens for that shit.
Dude, I'm possibly the only human being that has active program in place or an active plan in place to carjack extraterrestrials. I realize this. And under other circumstances, I would already commit myself. But hear me out.
I think our government has a whole program for that.
Oh, that's right. They do. Shit. You're right. I might be late to the game even.
Government already hijacked a terrestrial ship.
Exactly. They're like, haha, buddy, you're late. I was like, I just wasn't born in the 30s. Fuck you guys. I'm a late bloomer. I'll spool up. Give it time. Man. No, but for real though, I really hope we don't have to ever fight them. I think we've wasted the last 100 years when we could have been getting ready. Space clocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just a server restart, homie.
We'll make up for time. We'll make up for time.
Disappointment. Look, this is our space station where we shit in a tube. Fuck you. I was promised more. As a child of the 80s, there was Jetsons,
Yeah.
Space Adventures, Star Trek. Got a lot to live up to.
Oh yeah, the 80s were all hooked on space. Yeah.
Where did you go, homie?
My creative lab.
Oh,
Progress must go on. Dude, I'm not going to stop just because the server tried to stop me. Lols. It's going to take a lot more than that. But I'll be back in with you in a moment. I'm currently perusing my ship to figure out why it's being a pain in my ass. There's one block that says it's missing. I cannot see this block. I go there. I look. It does not appear to be missing. I guess you're the only person I've ever known that has his own space program actively and has already started making the spaceship. There are a lot of people who might claim to have a space program, but I've actually seen parts of that spaceship. I know it's real.
Gotta hashtag that shit and like send it on X.
Yeah,
Or-
fuck you, Elon. We're on it. Tell you, we're coming for you.
The Mars
Gotta
space
let him know
race
we
is on, Elon. Come on, go, go, go.
Exactly. We'll get there first.
We all, what was it, 10,000 miles? In our
I don't know how
balloon,
far it
so
is.
fuck you, dude.
Exactly. We got 100,000 foot hot air balloon to get us to that part, and then all the fuel that you would have used to get that way,
Yeah.
we're gonna use to get to Mars first. Got to underline first, so he knows that he's gonna be showing up to our area.
And we also.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If we get a defense
we
weapon-
already have
weapon-
we already have those North Koreans space test pilots on it.
We don't need a lot of money. I've seen things happen and people work miracles for less. The Ukrainians taught me a lot. So here's what we do. We get the tetragrammaton and we get a smaller version of it. Maybe the size of a small drone. And then little space thrusters on it. And we drive a Dixie cup with a grenade over to anyone else that comes near Mars. Because technically, if we get there first, it plop the Z flag. Nothing these bitches could do. That place is owned. And so now, if that's international law, I don't really know that. I'm not an attorney, but I'm pretty sure. So then if they show up and they're like, yeah, we want to just, no. And we just drive the Dixie cup right at their ship. One grenade, one Dixie cup. That's probably like $60.
Okay, so I found this like thing. It's like this circuit board, right? And it has different sections of it that do different things. It's for like teaching in colleges and universities and such, right? But
Like an Arduino?
Yeah, except like jumbo. Like a
Okay.
jumbo Arduino, yeah. But it comes with, on that board, it comes with MPK sensors, temperature sensors, light sensors, pH sensors, air quality sensors, humidity pressure. It has a 6-axis linear accelerometer. It has
So it has an IMU.
yes, an IMU.
Oh,
It has
simple.
has a magnometer, gyroscope capabilities. If you look it up to one,
How much does that cost?
I can't remember.
Because that is
But-
basically everything that you just described the Mars rover does. And I
Yeah,
think they
yeah.
spent quadrillions on that. So if we can get in
Yeah.
for like $35 or $45,
Right, so it'll detect proximity light. It'll detect ambient light, light color, even. It can detect voltage, current resistance, like a meter. You can generate frequencies, amps, phases, sound waves, ambient sound intensities. Like, it's crazy what this thing does. And I was like, man, I need that for my spaceship. So I like wrote it all down. Of course.
naturally.
And, naturally, you would write something down like that, right? So I'm looking into that, but I don't want to just order it and buy it because I don't want all this stuff just coming to my house, right? So I'm gonna.
And then they'll know.
They'll know. Right?
At the moment, Elon's sleeping on us, thinking that we're not on it. So like, if Bezos looks through Amazon purchases and sees that,
Right,
then
and sees that,
they'll
be
know.
aware, right? They'll know, right?
They'll
So
be like, crap.
I decided, I was like, wait a minute, all this stuff is just electronic circuits. I can just go to my local electronics store, pick up all the circuit parts, and build these circuits myself, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with that, is building those circuits. But I got this cool breadboard, right? And I spliced a USB cable and hooked it up to the breadboard, because I don't know if you know, but inside a USB cable there's four wires, and they perfectly correspond to the same four posts on a breadboard,
Nice.
because circuits are made on breadboards and USB wires.
There's a circuit. Done.
It's a circuit, right? Done. So I can plug my breadboard into my computer and get a constant, nice power source from my breadboard. Or I can use a block, then just plug it into the wall and get whatever voltage amperage comes from the block through my breadboard. So it's pretty
I
nice.
like it.
I'm not reliant on little batteries and like, remember back in like the 90s we used to have these big, like, huge black battery packs and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Nickel
man.
cadmium, nickel metal hydride batteries. They weren't even good.
No, they were garbage.
They'd always get battery fatigue and remember how much you charged them up to and stop charging beyond that, like 63% for life.
Life for the rest of your life. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got a
That's
little.
better than a Raspberry Pi.
Oh yeah, way better. I got a little Arduino robot too that me and my son built, and then we had this little like arena that we put it in, and it would just like roam around in the arena all over the place. It was pretty cool.
We need to build one of those for Mars. Send it there.
Yeah, so
What
I plan on
height? What about height? Like how far is Mars? We first probably should figure that out when it's
It's
closest.
So the moon is like 3 months away, and I think Mars is like 6 months away.
So we need 6 months worth of high tensile steel cord. I got a
But
plan.
That's with their technology though. That's not with Zephyrian technology.
True.
So I also have like ideas for thrusters that don't exist yet too. Yeah, I've been at this for a while. So my thrusters, they use like you know how like, okay, so a motor makes a sound, right? Like a combustion motor, like a car, like, right, makes a sound, right? But it also makes heat in the in the chamber or in the cylinder. We've got heat, we've got light, and we've got sound, right? And
Okay.
all those things are on the same frequency, which then gets tuned through the exhaust, and you hear the frequency come out the exhaust, right? So when you look at horsepower comes from what the humans think is just like the expansion of the gas when it heats up, right? But really the horsepower is coming from the sound and the light as much as it is coming from the expansion of the gas. Because light, like, as you know, we can create solar sails and we can sail through space with a big tarp of aluminum fucking on photons, right? So in the motor, the low frequency puts out high torque, and you get that from like a dieseling action. This is why diesels put out higher torque, is because when a diesel detonates, it detonates from a whole bunch of places, so you get a whole bunch of pops and explosions all at the same time, and it creates a lower frequency. When you detonate a gas motor, it detonates from the spark plug out in one detonation.
Right.
So you get a single pop, and so you get a higher frequency, and so you get higher horsepower, less torque, or more torque, less horsepower. So the sound and the light and the heat and the expansion, like it's the whole thing combined that creates the thrust. And they're just focusing on pure gas expansion. Right? So what I want to do is I have this plan where I'm going to put speakers into the thruster so I can tune the sound frequency of the gas coming out. So I can imagine pulsing sound waves through the gas coming out, right? And then you also inject laser light, and that laser light can also be used to ignite the gas with the lasers, right? But it also injects color frequencies into the light of the gas. And I think it's going to create a tunable dynamic
Playing front.
Right, so you can tune it down to a real low frequency if you need a lot of torque when you're on a planet with high gravity, right? But then you get up to space and you tune it to a real high frequency, even high enough that you can't even hear it, or even low enough that you can't even hear it. But there will be a moment when you like pass through this sort of zone that you can hear audibly, and it would be like
Brace yourself for the brown note.
the brown note, right?
That's not
Exactly.
gonna be good for our space dogs, dude.
For space dogs, dogs are gonna be fucked. They're gonna go deaf. The spaceships flying around.
Shake. Shit yourself. I get out of the space
Hanging
station.
out at
and we
the
go.
space station.
Goes in, makes
that's
it
the
goes
new
through its tonal change and hits that one tone. Bong, and you just lose your bowel movement. Damn it! We must have been stopping again. I don't think Elon's using any of that technology.
No,
And
because
is probably at a serious disadvantage as a result.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have Zephyrian technology, dude. I got high tech stuff.
This is obvious to me now.
Yeah, we're going to space, buddy. It's definitely.
We're going to space, buddy. I'm on board with this project. Hey, Creech, remember that one time that I was going to build that nuclear reactor in a
Energy
coffee table and you
low.
said no?
Look at me now, bitch!
My Canadian friend already has parts for his spacecraft, and next project is to go to space.
His next question.
He's advised good luck with that.
Dude, I need a good nuclear technician. That's one thing I haven't really developed is like power sources. I haven't.
He says aluminum foil is not strong enough for space.
Sure it is.
Well, man, you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. Like layers
Have
of
you
an
ever seen the lunar lander? That shit was made of mylar, duct tape, and a prayer. That light
Yeah.
grade duct tape too, not even the heavy duty.
Yeah. Like quite literally though, like in the 70s, they're literally building a lunar lander out of just fucking garbage, dude. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's why I don't think it. I really don't think it was real.
I don't think so either. I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical on that one too. But what is real is our spaceship. We're gonna fucking be the ones to actually make it, dude. We'll just go
We're gonna
floating
make it
up.
if
We'll
we
be like,
try.
what the fuck is that thing like 60 tons? How is it just floating up like that?
Balloons.
Balloons.
Telling you, heavily overlooked. Took the Felix guy to space.
Balloons are just reverse parachutes.
Something to think about. There's truth to that, dude.
They're just reverse parachutes, man.
That's kind of all they actually are, too, huh?
Yeah. Just a parachute going backwards.
Man, that poor bastard that made the parachute, or well, who was adamant about testing his own stuff. And he was so serious about it, and he was all like, Eiffel Tower.
Energy critical.
Then he yeeted himself off the Eiffel Tower with that parachute cloak thing, and to me, it looked like he picked up speed. Like it looked like it made him go faster. But it was an old black and white reel. They were videotaping his experiment, and he did not survive. Potatoes in a sack. Come on, bro. Basic testing methods.
That's why we need the North Koreans, dude.
As test subjects?
Yeah.
That's me.
Look, I got no love for the North Koreans, so the best I'll give you on that is they can't join our space program.
No. Ugh, oh my god.
And well, maybe,
Kidding me.
okay, you're right. My bad. They do have rockets. They might be willing to help. Yeah, so what about that? We're all
They
America
don't understand
is.
shit anyways. Look at what they did in Ukraine. It's like,
America is at war with America's not technically at war with anyone, but there's a grudge match between us and the rest of the world. So buying things from other parts of the world in this country, not so okay. But Zeph isn't from this country, nor is he from Canada. Technically, he's from Xavier land, so like they can't. What are they gonna say? They're mad at you for what? Like you don't recognize their authority, nor do you recognize them. What is that as a country? Yeah, exactly. You don't recognize their sovereignty.
I don't recognize Canada's sovereignty, actually. Yeah, they are still under the King of Britain.
Precisely.
In fact, he came here not too long ago and gave some sort of speech for something. I can't remember. I'm pretty high, but he was here giving a speech, and everybody there was like, "This is great for Canadian sovereignty." And I'm like, "How is this? The king is there giving a speech, and you're talking about your sovereignty? You don't have sovereignty. He's your king."
Yeah, he can't join the program either.
did the server just crash?
Yeah, I think the server just crashed. I'm down too.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Be right back.
Bye, Loda. I think we might be over stressing Loda.
Breaks.
Good party for him. Too wild.
Those that don't smoke
Yeah. It's hard
have
to
a hard time hanging out. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It all makes sense to me. then again, I'm as high as fuck right now. So.
As Ferguson would say, high as giraffe pussy.
His trap pussy. Higher than a weather balloon.
He looks jumped from 110,000 feet.
Yeah,
Hang on.
that's crazy.
Hang on. Yes. You hit a Mach
Red
1
Bull
on its
jump?
way down. Yeah, dude. It's
Holy
crazy as fuck.
fuck. That is nuts, dude.
How far away is space?
How many kilometers?
Yeah,
Yeah, first we have to know how many kilometers up it is.
100 generally. That's
100
62
kilometers.
miles above Earth's surface.
Yeah,
not bad.
Also known as the Kármán line.
that's not bad. That's like from where I live to Calgary. I
Homie,
just
we could get
dragged
100K. If the balloon's going to take us... Hold on, so... How
Dude,
many
what the fuck?
K is 100... Scheisse. 1,000 feet?
It's 100
30
kilometers.
kilometers. So 100,000 feet, if we takes the balloon, takes us a third of the way there. And then we only got to get through 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers to get to space.
Okay, so that's the
This is
Atmo
doable.
layer. That's the Atmo layer that I was talking about, right? In the gravity well. That's where atmosphere thrusters will work up to there, because then after that there's no atmosphere, right?
I
So,
don't know how the balloon got there.
well, the balloon is like, it wouldn't be as good as just atmospheric thrusters. You know what I mean? Because it would be like, you gotta pump the thing up and like, you know what I mean? It's just like you can't just jump in your ship and go, right?
You got it
like, So I think-
down till you gotta wait.
Yeah, dude, I've got this down to a science with my ships and space engineers, dude. Like, you've got like I can, there's so I even tested it. So there's a layer where as long as you don't go below a certain altitude, you can just fly with ions, right? And the lighter your ship is and the more ion thrust it has, the lower you can go with your ions. But there's an average like point where ion ships can come in and fly in the gravity. But then they need hydros to get between what I call the crossover between ions and atmos. And so you don't necessarily need the hydros to get out through that layer. You can use inertia. So if you come up with enough force from your atmos, when they cut out, the ions instantly cut in, and then you keep going up with a little bit of inertia, and then you push into the ion layer, right? But if you want to actually sit and fly in the hydro layer, the only thruster in existence that can exist there and stay there is hydros, because you can't hover there with atmos or ions. Neither of them are putting out enough power.
Yeah, ion, the most powerful ion thruster we have, puts out 5 Newton.
Yeah, it's not much.
Not much. We need many. Thruster
Yeah,
wall.
Thruster wall, yeah. Thruster wall. And then,
That's
so
lame.
you can use that for combat. So, like, if you drag somebody down into the hydro layer and then you just and you know you can outlast them on hydrogen, you can just wait until their ship dies. You know what I mean? Or if you're down in the Atmo layer, you just flick off the hydros, save your hydrogen, fly on nuclear electric, and then you can all of a sudden fly for like 30 fucking days, dude. I think it's crazy. I'm gonna cancel the servers now. Load game. So, do I have a vanilla survival scenario?
Come back to your realm, Sam. Are you in there?
I am.
Do you want me to open one up for all three of us?
We can't put out important blueprints at that point. We could test and blow shit up.
He can hop in here and start his own faction and he'd be alright, but that's up
Whatever
to you,
guys wanna do.
homie.
I don't know. It's all up to you. I don't care. Dude, I'm transparent. You can have all my blueprints if you want. I don't care. I'm here. Okay. So where is it? Where's my door? How do I get out of here? Let me out, let me out, let me out. Oh, here's the door.
Our blueprints should be as secure as they are on stone.
I made a destroyer that could hover on per temp for 90 days with a full load of uranium.
Jesus.
Yeah. A vanilla ship that can hover for 90 days.
In-game days?
IRL
Or
days.
real IRL days.
Oh God.
You're just hovering in front of someone's base. I'll fucking wait.
Yeah, I'll wait.
God,
And
all
three-
month.
3
And
months
next.
later.
And next.
Yeah.
I'll still be outside.
Yeah, so the Corvette here I think is 30 days hover time, and my destroyer was 90. With the amount of fuel that they can carry.
Uranium. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad.
That's why every single thing in my fleet, my vanilla fleet, can fly without hydrogen. It's all nuclear electric. It's all actually got all three. Every ship I have has all three because ever since I discovered the layers and how to operate in them efficiently with each thruster, I've been putting all three on my ships. And prior to this, the doctrine was to just use hydrogen because the other two were dead weight in the opposite environment, right? Like when you go to space, your atmos are dead weight. When you go to Earth, your ions are dead weight. So we always used to just operate on hydrogen. But our ships, although had an insane thrust to weight ratio, could only fly for a couple hours or 100 kilometers, 100 to 150 kilometers, depending on how well you broke your vector B, right? But now it's just like, yeah, dude, now it's like you can just fly. You don't have to worry about stopping for fuel. Since I started making these ships. And the vanilla guns, they're actually pretty decent against shields. They're still pretty relevant even in a shielded environment.
Well, we have a mod for the server that improves the vanilla guns dramatically to make them more usable.
Really?
The server, the server's got a mod that brings them a little more up to snuff. Actual vanilla is insignificant against shield systems here. They've been cranked up. Even the vanilla Gatling, standard vanilla shit, that shit's all been cranked up here.
Yeah. Well,
so they are kind of useful here on this server because they have been kind of balanced to help with some of that disparity that the weapons core packs had added.
So the shell type weapons have ricochet, and the ricochet ricochets through the shield.
Nice.
Yeah. So the artillery and the assault cannon actually shoot through shields. Gatlings are kind of useless, but the other two, the artillery and assault cannon with shells, they ricochet through the shield. I have put my shielded frigate up against a couple of my vanilla ships and gotten decently fucked up every time through the shield.
Well, shields start to degrade. Their performance breaks down. They don't stay at 100%. Like, it's just not like it blocks everything and then it goes down. It doesn't do it that way anymore. They've changed it so that like as your shields begin to take on heat and like stuff starts to go have a chance to pass through. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chance. Yeah.
So you get a pass through chance on anything as the shields begin to get damaged.
I forget when they added the ricochet mechanic, but it was a mechanic added to the shells not too long ago. I wish that your grids wouldn't shoot your other grids.
Yeah, dude, I wish that too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like
My grids don't shoot my grids normally.
what did you do to piss up? What?
No, like for example, if there's a ship, an enemy ship, and you have like a turret set up somewhere, and that enemy ship goes behind your ship, it'll just shoot at your ship trying to hit the enemy ship, right?
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I wish that your weapons were able to detect your other stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not shoot at it.
Some of them do.
Yeah,
They'll stop shooting.
Because like when you have a lot of ships around, that's actually a really dangerous scenario. Because all it takes is one person to come kamikazing into everything, and then all your shit's just shooting at all your other shit. Like,
Yeah. All true.
you gotta keep really spread out. Like you gotta be like all your stuff has to be outside gun range of all your other stuff essentially to like really be safe from a single fucking target.
Everything's gonna be terraced and tiered.
Terrorists, yeah. Like we tested yesterday with Ocean doing crazy shit. We set up fucking, I think it was like 10 or 15 frigates all in a little pile, and then he came in with another frigate, and with one frigate he took out like 3 or 4 and damaged a couple more of the pile of frigates that was sitting there as enemy. They were all just, yeah, it was crazy. And like he was consistently able to trade off one ship for 2 or more, and I was just like, wow, like that's in reality, like I know it's kamikaze, but if you're trading 2 or more, those are good numbers.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, staying in a cluster is very dangerous. You get like spread out.
What you doing to the dragonfly?
Okay, I mean, I'll show you if you want to come in and look at this.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have shield colors on there? Where's the shield? I put a shield on something else.
It's not displayed.
That's pretty cool.
See this?
Damage show up?
See that? Right where my drill is.
Yeah.
No. Right here.
That one
Sam, are you
pixel.
looking at this?
Yeah.
Seeing this block? It's right below the blue one. To the left 1 block. The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
Oh, sorry, Sinful is not working.
No, it totally is. I just refreshed it. I got it online. This is all up. This is
Not
good
for me.
data.
Sinful is not showing on screens for me.
God damn it. Alright.
That's the stream.
Jeez.
Streaming. Yeah.
Yes, see my stream.
Is
One of
that
2
your
things
character?
is... No, that's up here. See this?
Alright, now class.
See that? That's a gun, like, this is the... That's the main gun turret. This is the shoulder pauldron here for the second back gun turret. Right in front of the rear thruster bank, or the bottom thruster bank, there's this block. The fuck is that? Why is it like that?
It's not a connector, is it?
No, that's what he asked. The connector's up here.
No,
So
we used
what-
to have
what
a
is-
connector for the GPUs.
Oh, you know what the fuck I think that is?
Let's see. Go ahead.
Oh, and I've been through the dude. I've been looking. I went into F8 mode and went ghost mode and slide
Oh,
into the
that's
ship.
what you were doing.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I think it is? I think it's our
That's
access hatch.
It's your access.
Oh, you goofy motherfucker.
Look, I'm pretty sure that's
No
the
shit,
access
there's
hatch.
a hole there.
Yeah,
All right,
no shit,
okay.
there's a hole there. Okay.
Crisis averted.
Crisis
I-
averted.
I do.
Guys
wanna
just
bring out-
running in and out of the hole, in and out of the hole. What is this hole? What is it?
What is it? How do
you
they
found the
know?
hole.
How do they know? All right, I'm gonna redo simple again. See if it's thing. I'm pretty sure we're
Yeah.
okay. I got this one's event controllers set up for landing and docking and being a happy ship. Zeroed out projector. Fixed the fucking
Is he in
janky
game on, like, what res is he in? Or like settings? It's pretty low.
4K. Yeah.
It's on 4K.
Yeah, it's on 4K, but the textures and shit are all reduced down. Lighting is down. Plus, we're under the dock, so
Gotcha.
we're under high saturation of lighting right now. It looks really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in 4K, and my settings are medium, all the way down.
I think
so
I'm
that
on,
I-
like, I'm on whatever the highest you can have on everything is.
Yeah, I turned my shit down so that during roach fighting I wouldn't get quite the frame drop that occurs when there's 9 ships out there laser boating everybody.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be a little better for consistency of this. I don't like getting down, dropping frames.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's, I think, good. I don't think I broke it. We're not missing a block. Maybe. Probably not missing a block. Sorry. I have to go I think I took a copy of this already, but I'm gonna take another copy of it.
Always 10 copies.
Copy. Okay, well, that's sorted out. Ezo's ship is sorted. Though I will say, I would like to tear it apart and fix a bunch of stuff. I probably shouldn't. I should give it to him first. I'll let him at least fly it before I'm like, okay, next
Yeah.
version.
Let him fly it for a little bit. We'll work on
Work
the
on
next one.
something else. Yeah. I want to make a prettier exo shell. Like a two-piece shell.
You know what we should do? We should make a battleship. The 3 of us right now. Off my battleship frame.
Your battleship frame is not substantial to likely support the size of ship needed to be a battleship. That is 13,000 blocks. It is this hangar is 16,000 blocks. To give you perspective on size, obviously it's hollow, but if you were to take the armature off, use it to skin over and shroud the ship, shrink this down slightly, ever so slightly, you're looking at a really big ship. How big is the Condor, Sam?
Hang on.
Well,
I got
whatever
Condor's-
you call it, we'll find out
Condor's-
what it is.
Yeah, Condor's 14,000 blocks. So
Yeah,
do you want to
I'll
make a
calculate- I'll do the
big
length-
ass?
I'll do length, width, and height, and I'll figure out what this would be in blocks. I'll
Okay.
tell you once I'm stuck in an unloading world screen or something. Oh, Space Engineers. Seeing it on the screen isn't gonna give me much for size.
It's the size of this dock
Yeah,
when it lands.
I don't know how big that dock is.
Dock was built around Condor.
Well, I mean, it's pretty fucking big. I can pull a starter ship for reference. We can park many. Battleship is a big ship, is all I'm saying. That's like a 13,000 block ship. It would be well armed. But if you're talking about like build a ship that fits inside your frame, then we need to figure out how big a ship it actually is for weapons cores so that we can understand what type of armament it can support, what type of armor.
It's big enough to be a 3-person project. It's not small. It's not
This is a battleship. It's 14,000 blocks, so it's actually a light battleship in size. But it fucking dwarfs the Dragonfly, which is a destroyer. There's a ship class in between these two, which is a cruiser. And this is this is a really big ship. This is a big project.
Here, I'll whip out my boxes, and you can come check them out. Come check them out. Here, we'll bring them over now. I'll get you my Steam friend code here.
Oh yeah, that's right, they do that now, huh?
There you go. You can pass that to.
Okay. That's for Steam Dude. That's his Steam friend.
Yeah. Did I open the right world? I think so. No world. Okay,
I sent you an invite.
Yep. This is stuff industries is loading.
A friend invite. That's the.
Oh,
I'm just loading into the world right now because I loaded the wrong world accidentally. You know, toilets are really the only problem with spaceships. Like, there's really no other like major like conundrum.
Logistical problem.
Logistical problem, yeah, like toilets, dude. All over. That's the worst part about it. Now, let's see if this world is 87%. Almost there. 89. Yeah, I got to space with that mag drive or that gravity drive and started flying, and my ship just started like turning, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's off center." World's up, by the way. And I will paste in some boxes here.
hey, Ollie, come over here and you can come check out the stairwell through the window.
There we go.
Oh, nice, dude.
I think it'll do.
I think so. Looks nice.
Faction should just be auto accept, and then I'm on Triton, one of the spawns there.
I'll need a few minutes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to fucking restart my computer from job. I can't tell it. I want it to hold off for an hour. I don't get that option. It's grayed out. The snooze button, grayed out. It's like, I know you're right in the middle of a major network outage, but we think you need Windows updates pretty bad. 7%.
You saw that, right? We just fly through this.
Okay, we need to figure out who did this so we can have them eliminated.
What happened?
Server's not up.
Isn't this like the second time?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we need to find the guilty parties and have them removed.
Yeah. Here is Fire's friend's ID on Steam, so that we can join into his creative lab.
What?
Oh, that's right. My bad.
He doesn't do creative.
I don't do creative. Sorry. Forgot.
Yeah, well, I would put up my own server before we're doing that shit.
Always an option.
Yeah.
Can you believe that I was missing a window?
Come on, man. We're jonesing here. Oh my god.
Loto's tripping because Space Engineers went down in the middle of Prime Space Engineering time.
Oh!
I'm
You
like
said we're
in the middle
jonesing.
of a very important part of my build.
Yeah, I was also in the middle of a very important part. I was checking for a missing block that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Where are my cat friends? I haven't seen them tonight.
Oh,
Yet.
But like, aren't we usually like sent to the lobby or something? Maybe like there's a power outage.
I had the direct connect last time it did that to me.
And that worked?
That worked.
Have you got the direct IP?
In our Discord here in general.
general.
Oh, also down.
Server's down?
Yeah, the lobby is also down.
Oh.
Fucking hell, dude.